Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my live. And I wanted to share four things that were really helpful for me when I was pregnant. And I'm going to help you with respect to some back pain, helping you balance your weight, the baby's weight, really, and just have good back support. And just helped me with sitting down, especially towards the end of my pregnancy. And then also to help with heartburns because I had them really, really badly. And I know there's this saying that if you have heartburns, it's because your baby's gonna have a lot of hair. And my son came out with a head full of hair. So I don't know. It might be true about heartburns. I'm not really sure, but I know my son definitely was born with a lot of hair. And so I had it really, really badly, especially nighttime. I remember sitting up to sleep sometimes. And then, like, because if I laid down, I felt like I was drowning or something. I was just going to choke. And so nighttime was really rough for me. And then also just, yeah, back pain, some support, and all that good stuff. So, hi, my name is Ruby. In case this is your first time watching one of my videos, and I have an 8-month-old son, and he's my first child. So I know that getting some really great tips on first time pregnancy, or if you've had multiples already, it's really nice to have really great support that can make pregnancy go a little easier. It's a tough time. I know some women have some smooth pregnancies, but some do not. And so I hope that this can help you just have a really smooth pregnancy or to help you prepare for your pregnancy, whereby it can go smoothly for you, or maybe you can help a friend out, or if you're looking for some things to give someone for a baby shower or something like that, and you want to bless someone with that. So, the first thing I'm going to start with is when it comes to just the belly support. I had this maternity belt that I used to wear, and it was great for me just to kind of because my son was pretty heavy on me, and I'm a small framed person. I'm only 5'1". And so at birth, my son was 8 pounds, 6 ounces. He was 22 inches long. And so and my husband's a taller man. So I think, that's why my son was much bigger and stuff like that too. And he was just a really healthy boy, really thick in there. And in the end, I actually ended up getting an emergency C-section because he was so big and the cord was wrapped around his neck and his body. So I had to have that. But I had this maternity belt which was amazing. And you can kind of demonstrate it a little bit, of course. So, of course, you have a bigger belly. So, this is going to be pulled out a lot more. And I'll just wrap it and it would lift my belly up, which was really nice. I'm sure you may have seen some videos whereby you see husbands and some people or a doula lifting up the belly because it really helps with back support relief. And so this was what this is for. And this is elasticated. It's pretty stretchy. So it doesn't matter how large your belly is. I use this a lot more towards the end of my pregnancy. I use it a good chunk in my third trimester. I don't think I had this yet in my second trimester, or maybe I had it in the latter part of my second trimester. But it's really, really nice to just put on, and I'll just wrap around. Oh, am I even doing this correctly? I'm a little rusty. It's been 8, 9 months since since I did this, but I remember just like having really nice support with this, putting it, making sure it's tucked under. Let me lower this a bit and then have it up here. And of course, my belly's pulled out this way. And so it was really, really nice to just have this support for my belly and for my back. My son was very active in my belly, so I don't think he liked it a lot. I mean, it's of course safe for me to put it on, but I think it restricted him sometimes with moving around. But it was really great support, and you can sit with it. I would not recommend sleeping in it, and I believe the directions say that you shouldn't sleep with it on. And in the description, I have like the links to where you can be able to get this maternity belt, and it's amazing. It's a great maternity belt. um, I forgot how much it is actually, but I'm gonna have the link in I have the link in the description already, so you can check it out. So I'm sorry, Bolanli, I'm not sure. I forgot how much it was, but I have a link in the description to show you where you can be able to get this. But it's a great support for, and it's nice. And I was pregnant a good chunk of my pregnancy, and I was pregnant. Sorry, I was pregnant during the summertime, and so it's not something that will get you really hot. So if you live in a place whereby it gets really hot and stuff like that, it's not something that'll get you any extra hot, because being pregnant, you're already sweating, your hormones are all over the place. So I highly recommend getting this regardless of the temperature, and that you can wear this under your shirt. It's not something that will be poking out or anything, and you won't see any lines. So highly recommend this belt, and I'll have the link in the description for that. And then another thing too is this huge this huge pillow. Hello, thank you from Nigeria. Actually, Bolanle, for a few years, I grew up in Nigeria. So I'm originally from Sierra Leone, but when Sierra Leone had a civil war, I lived in Nigeria. So where in Nigeria? What city do you live? What state do you live in? So hello. And so this pregnancy pillow that's bigger than me is another thing that was really helpful for me when I was pregnant. And what I wish I had gotten this pregnancy pillow much earlier in my pregnancy, because I believe I got this in third trimester. I was around maybe 30 weeks or so is when I got this pillow. And I really wish I had gotten this pillow earlier, because it changed my for it just changed my sleep. I was able to get a little better sleep and stuff like that. And so it's really amazing, because basically I'm trying to mimic what sleeping on it is like, but I'll just lay like this, put my legs between the pillow, which is really nice support. Because prior to getting this pillow, I think I was sleeping on like 3 pillows, where about have one on my side and then another, of course, on my under my head, and then I'll have another one with between my legs, and it was just a mess. But with that, after getting this one, I just needed one thing. It's going to take up some space on your bed. So my husband was not a very big fan of it, but of course he wanted me to get good sleep. But it's going to take up a lot of room on your bed. So hopefully you have a bed that's a little bigger or something like that. And it's also great for sitting as well, because I remember I'd prop it on my couch and be able to sit as well. So I'll have the link in the description for where you can get this pillow. And it's amazing. It changed. I really wish I'd gotten this much earlier. It was a friend of mine who told me about it, and I think I was about maybe 30 weeks or so in my pregnancy when I got it, and it was such a game changer for me. And it's nice and soft. It's adjustable. Even it's great for husbands, because there were a few times I'd walk into our bedroom and my husband snuggled up on it and stuff. So it really is wonderful for great, comfortable sleep. So I highly recommend getting this pregnancy pillow just for good, comfortable sleep. And then the next thing I want to show is, like I said, I had heartburns a lot when I was pregnant with my son. And so it was worse at night. And I just will feel like I'm choking, I'm drowning or something like that when I lay down. So sometimes I remember sleeping, sitting up, kind of like angling my body sometimes, or maybe I'll just stay on the couch and see if I can fall asleep there instead, rather than being in bed. But I know, and there's so many things people are going to tell you, but for me, Tums. I was popping these as if it was candy. Tums were amazing for me when it comes to heartburns. And prior to being pregnant, I had never experienced it. I know, I had some friends who'd say, "Oh, I have heartburns and stuff like that, at reflux," and I had never experienced that until I was pregnant. But Tums, oh my goodness. And it's got different flavors. So I have a link for it in the description as well. So you can get different flavors I want. This one's lemon and strawberry. And I was popping in, I think I would have 2 in one serving. And I forgot how long it says, but it says do not take more than 6 tablets in 24 hours. So I think in a day, maybe earlier in the day, I'll have 2. And then maybe a few hours later, I would also have 2 of these. And so these are great. These Tums are amazing in terms of heartburns and reflux and all that stuff, because I had it so badly with my son. And like I said, there's the you know, saying that, oh, if they have, what is it? If you have heartburns, they're gonna have a lot of hair. My son was born with a lot of hair, but I have a lot of hair. I don't know if it's really, I don't know, it might be genetic or something like that, but I have a lot of hair and my husband has some hair on his head too. So, but these are amazing and they taste really nicely. I just kind of chewed on them. They don't taste badly. But I remember one of my best friends, she was pregnant around the same time too. And she's like, Ruby, you need to have Tums next to your bed, in your purse, in your living room, in your kitchen, wherever you go, in your car, because these are going to save you. They're going to help you out a lot. And she was absolutely correct. Tums is the way to go. I think this is an essential, especially if you're struggling with heartburns and reflux. And I think most people do. And so I highly recommend it. And sometimes it's even postpartum that some women have reflux. So one of my good friends, she's postpartum right now and she's been getting a lot, she had a lot of reflux, and I think it was a reaction to one of her pain meds, pain relief meds that she got after she had her baby. And so she's had a lot of reflux. So they're great as well. Yeah. Bolanle, I agree. Heartburns are terrible. Oh, you're from Ibadan. Very cool. Oyo State. That's awesome. So I grew up in Lagos, and that's what I know. And then, of course, visited a few people, Onisha and Delta State and all that stuff. So very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, so this is it. You want to see closer. It's called Tums, Gas Relief, Antacid, Chewy Bites, and these are amazing. And I'm gonna have the link in the description so that you can be able to get it as well if you're interested, or get it at the local store if in case you may not get it online. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. I think that's pretty good quality for you to see it. But Tums are great for heartburns, and I mean, even if you're not pregnant, I think these are great too. Yeah, because it says it's just for regular, but I know pregnancy is when some women get it. Like I said, I'd never had it until I was pregnant. And so this is it. And so the fourth and final thing I would highly recommend you have is this yoga ball. You need a yoga ball in your life. I really wish I had gotten mine earlier. And I know one of my good friends who are so last year, a lot of my friends and I were pregnant. So it was really great to share this experience with them. So when we're struggling together, we swapped tips and helped each other out. So I had like about what, 5 friends or so pregnant, and some of us were all pregnant around the same time. But last year was a very fruitful, fertile year for my friends and I. And so, yeah, I mean, we're all starting our families and all that stuff, and so it makes sense. And but yeah, this yoga ball, because you may think, oh, it's just the yoga ball to do yoga and stuff, but it is amazing also when it comes to, let me lower this a little bit. Sorry, I don't have the greatest computer stand, but this is amazing because I remember towards the end of my pregnancy, I was even just to sit on a couch was painful, but just to kind of sit on this and bounce on it. And I was also going to the chiropractor who gave me some exercises to do. So just some really nice exercises to kind of prepare for labor. That's another advantage here. Where did you live in Nigeria? So like I lived in Lagos. Lagos is where I grew up. I said that I went to Nigeria when Sierra Leone had the Civil War. So I attended, I think I was like, what, primary 4 to like primary 2 to primary 4 was when I was in Nigeria. I was there for a few years. And then I went back to Sierra Leone after the war ended. Yeah, so I lived in Lagos. I would go to Abuja. No, I've never been to Abuja actually. No, I would go to Onisha. My stepmom is from Delta State, so I got to visit there, especially when they had the traditional marriage and all that stuff, when I went to see my grandpa, my mom's family and all that stuff. So yeah, but Lagos is where I live primarily, and my dad is still there with my sisters and my mom. So, and I go there quite often. I haven't been to Nigeria in a few years, but definitely want to be going back there very soon and get to go there with my family as well. But yes, the yoga ball is amazing. So I remember I was when I would go to the chiropractor just to give me some adjustments. Prenatal adjustments were great, and he also gave me some really nice moves to kind of prepare my body, exercises to prepare my body for labor. And I looked online, and even I remember in my third trimester just sitting down on this watching TV. It was more comfortable than being on a couch. So highly recommend this. It's in the description link. And the yoga ball is amazing. Just have something nice and comfortable. You could bounce on it. You can kind of do figure eight on it. That's really helpful as well. And just different moves and things like that, and prepare you, because even when I was in labor in the hospital, I took my yoga ball, but the hospital also had a yoga ball, and the nurse showed me all these different moves I can do. It also, I remember putting yoga ball between my legs while I was going through labor when the contractions were hitting and flipping me different locations. So yoga ball, get it as early as possible. I wish I'd gotten it earlier and not waited to maybe the last few months, weeks or so of my pregnancy. So these are the 4 essentials. Highly recommend that you get them when you're pregnant, or if you have a friend who's pregnant or preparing for pregnancy. Get some Tums for heartburns, get the pregnancy pillow, get the maternity belt, and then also get the yoga ball. I think I got it. Tums, yoga ball, pillow, and the maternity belt. And yeah, so it was really nice getting to hang out with y'all. I know this is a really short video, but I hope this is helpful for you. And let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. If you, I have the links to where you can be able to get these items in the description area. And let me know if you have any other questions. And thank you for joining me. For everyone who joined me, it was nice meeting you. My Nigerian sister. It was really cool. Yes, I have. I love Nigeria. Nigeria is a lot of fun. It's always a pleasure being there. So by God's grace, I plan to go back soon again. Like I said, I have family there, so definitely going to be heading back there soon. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions in the description box if you're watching the replay of this live. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Have a great day.